Good morning. Just making sure everything works. Everything should be good. Yeah, everything looks alright. I am going to mute for a second because I need to put my hair up. I don't want it touching me anymore. Give me a sec. Alright. Hair is no longer touching the back of my neck, and we can continue on as normal. So, yeah, I guess we just get on to the wheel. We'll see if I follow the wheel. I don't know. Also, hello everyone who has shown up. Yeah. I'm gonna see who I get from the wheel, but I have a few cats that I would like to design. Beetlefoot is not one of them. I'm really between Hailglow, Frostheart. I'd like to redesign Ashpaw. I'm going to my friend's house this summer. Ooh, cool. Evening Kit. I don't wanna. She's new. I don't have anything for her right now. I took 3 rolls, but guess what? We're doing Hailglow. Okay. Ideally, I would have designed Feather Leap before tackling any of the kits, but I don't know. I like Hailglow, and I want her to have a design. Which means, where is he? Hello? Right, L. I'm gonna need this guy up. She's gonna look very little like her father, but might as well. You have a Warriors OC with the same name on your will? Ooh, who is it? I love seeing OCs with the same name and just how different or similar they look. Her name is Lily Wish, but she was Lily Kit. That's so cute. What is... Give me a sec. I don't remember what... I have it somewhere. Give me... What is Lily's full name? It's not on this one. Lily Blossom, right? Lily's a good name. And Lily Wish is super cute. Okay, let me... I'm still trying to decide... She's the same color palette as your Sona? Ooh. It's always funny when that happens. Okay. Hail Glow. Another second to check something. Okay, yeah, she is one. I have one lonely little screenshot of my old allegiances, and she's listed as just a gray she-cat. She's not gonna be that. I mean, she's still gonna be gray and a girl. Oh. See you, Dandy's World. Lover. Have a good day. And see you, Moon Cookie. Have a good day. That's not the right flavor. Color. So, Hail Glow has an interesting story. So we've been doing quite a few, Moon Clan cats the last couple streams. We haven't done a Sun Clan cat in a while, and here we are with a Sun Clan cat. Though she wasn't born in Sun Clan. What is happening? Everything's laggy. Give me a second. You lost your headphones. Oh no. Why is it being laggy? Come on. Okay, we're not. Hello, welcome. Okay, so Hail Glow. Come on with the lag. It should not be this laggy right now. Hello, welcome. So, Hail Glow. Hail Glow was born in Moon Clan. She is the first daughter of Lightning Strike over here, and Feather Leap. I want to know where you get the OCs from, or are they your OCs? They're my OCs. From my little story that I don't actually have written down, called Echoes of Stars. Yeah, they're my OCs. I just haven't given a majority of them designs, so I am doing that now. And just talking a bit about the lore that they have, because if I don't put it somewhere, it'll just stay with me forever. And it's much easier to talk than it is to write down 5 years worth of lore that I have. So, yes. Hailglow is, who we're drawing right now. So as I said, she was born in MoonClan to Lightning Strike and Feather Leap. Alongside her brother Spider Frost. And I mean, she had no problems in MoonClan. She was, what was she? I don't remember what I put her as. She was a MoonClan hunter before she left. And for anyone new, I have extra little specialties for my warrior cats OCs, and hunter is one of them. Trying to decide what kind of eyelashes I want to give her. Anyway, so yeah, she's just living normal life as a MoonClan warrior. Oh, it already looks so good. Thank you. I like drawing heads. Heads are fun. And then I struggle with the body, and then eventually get something I like. Usually. Sometimes I fail. But is that not what art's about? Sometimes failing. I don't know why I'm doing this. Has just been the... Hi, kitty. This has just been the angle right now for my heads. Let me bring in the circle a little bit more. So, during a gathering, after Hailglow, after Hailglow has already become a warrior. Ooh. I don't know what Featherleap's ears look like. I want her to have ears like her mom. Give me a sec, let me... What would Featherleap's ears look like? Maybe with some little tufts? make them feathery. Hello, welcome again. Yeah, I'll do that. I don't always... Sometimes characters just need really fluffy ears. Are there any Moon Clan cats that would have a positive reaction to Cobalt? Maybe. I'm trying to think. I mean, Hail Glow is indifferent. She becomes a little more accepting. She's more for former kitty pets after she moves to Sun Clan, but she's mostly neutral. I love Hail Glow's name, by the way. Thank you. I do too. It's one of my favorites in this group of cats. I like her. Moon Clan cats who would be okay with former kitty pets. Of this, like, group, the beginning group, I couldn't say anyone's more than neutral about them. Blood and Water is when you get more kitty pet acceptance. Her ears look weird, but that's probably because I shaped them weirdly. Hello. Let me redraw the ears to make them not look weird. As I've said, Moon Clan, I mean, you grow up with the belief that outsider cats are, that anyone outside of your clan is not to be trusted, and you're likely not going to have a positive association with the cats outside of your clan. So, oh, that ear looks too big. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Let me draw the other ear. Maybe that'll make it better. I don't know if that actually did. I don't know. Anyway, more on Hail Glow. So, one faithful gathering. Hailglow is like a new-ish warrior at this point. She has a faithful encounter with a Sun Clan cat named Duskwillow. And Hailglow she's more accepting of she is not one who believes that friendships with cats from other clans is a bad thing. So she has no hostility towards Duskwillow. Her ears are so big. It's bothering me a little, but it's whatever. Anyway. So, she bumps into and has a nice conversation with Duskwillow, which begins a blossoming friendship. What started as just, oops, we ran into each other, turned into them seeking each other out during gatherings, to eventually them confessing to each other and starting a secret relationship. And did I decide what to name the kids? No, I was still looking through all the names. Their names aren't super important at this point in time. I do think Falling or Fallen or something might be one of them. I like the simplicity of Heatherfur and Briarleap, or whatever their names are. But I guess her name can't really be Heatherfur because there's too many furs. I don't know. No, I have not decided on what their names are yet, but I've still been focusing more on this current batch of allegiances. Plus, I am now working on this batch of cats, and now I'm working on the rest of the allegiances. So, I was originally... welcome to a tangent. I was originally going to jump from what is the beginning of Echoes to, essentially the middle of Echoes. And at the 6-month time skip after the massacre. But I'm realizing that I don't know who to put in the 15 moons in between. So instead, it's going to be the beginning, where Mossy Nettle and Angel are 6 moons old. Then it's going to be the 6 months after, so there are 12 moons. And then I'm going to do a directly before and after thing. So they're like 15 moons. And then I'll do that 6 moon time skip. I don't know how much this... I am of the firm belief that very few people are that invested in my allegiances besides me. So let's get back to Hail Glow. I almost called her Moon Glow. That's not her name. So, so yes, she enters a secret relationship with Duskwillow. And she is determined to keep it as secret as she possibly can, because she knows her father would flip. Lightning Strike is a very traditional... You should make a voice acted Warrior Cats movie. I don't know if I've got enough vocal range for that. But I have thought about... I want to make more animatic stuff. And I can't find good clips from stuff to use. So I'm of half a mind to just do some voice acting. And just do some of the story with my own voices. Maybe recruit some other people so that everyone doesn't have the same, like, 5 pitch shifted voices that I can do. I don't know. Because I wanted to make something a little happier than my last animatic, but I couldn't think of a good audio. So I got frustrated and didn't make anything. I don't know. That'll be for more after stream thoughts, though. For now, more about this girl. So, as I said, Lightning Strike is very... You act the main character. I mean, hey. I feel like I have a good voice for 2 of the 3 main characters. If I made Echoes into, like, any kind of voiced anything, I would definitely need someone for an older Nettlepool. I think my voice is too feminine to do a different, or to do an older male character. But Mossy and Angel I could absolutely do myself. Their voices are different enough. You would be great at voice acting? Aw, thank you. I always thought being a voice actor would be super cool. These proportions aren't right at all. What's happening here? This always happens. I think her head's too big. Anyway. Maybe her body is too short? Whatever. So as I was saying about Lightning Strike, I think I got it across during the stream that I talked about him, but he is very very rigid in his ways. He doesn't want to go he doesn't stray far from like what the clan has dictated, from like clan standards for things. Oh, none of this looks right. What is happening right now? So yeah, he would not at all be happy knowing that his daughter chose a Sun Clan cat over a Moon Clan one as a mate. The first cat she tells, and really the only cat she tells of her own volition, is her brother Spiderfrost. They are extremely close. They're very, very close. And they tell each other pretty much everything. Because they know the other can keep a secret from their parents. Because as I said, Lightning Strike is very strict, and they can't tell Featherleap anything because Featherleap is extremely loyal to Lightning Strike, and it became clear from a very young age for them that they can't tell their mother anything because she will go and tell their father, and then it becomes a new big thing. GG's from Art Fight. Yeah, GG's. Did they announce who won? I didn't look. I don't remember when they do that. But, yeah. I wish I had participated more. But the motivation, it left forever. Is it the neck? Is the neck messing me up? I don't know what's happening. I legit can't tell if it was the neck or if it's just leaning towards fossils on a heavy 50-50. I'm still surprised how close it is. Usually one team is just dominating and it's near impossible for the other one to get anywhere. Helglow keeps making you think of ferrets. Yeah, she does kind of... Maybe it's the fluffy ears or something. She's got some... I can see it. I think her legs are too long. Maybe that's what's messing me up. That's not what I wanted. Hello, welcome. I don't know. Fuss around with this until I either get frustrated or it works. Bro, you totally deserve more subs than you have. Thank you. I'm steadily growing. It's only been... It's almost been a year of streaming, actually. What art program is this? This is Medibang Paint Pro. If I'm not very audible, it's also in the description. Maybe I should put the link for it in the description, but... Also, hi Soda, welcome. Who am I drawing today? I am drawing, Hailglow. You know what? I just need to put her fluff on, and that should even things. The neck is messing with me, but I'm sure if I just make her neck fluff that it'll work out. I should make a comic. I wish I had the motivation to do a comic. I think OC comics in general, I love reading comics and webtoons of people's characters. It's a lot of fun. Do I have any questions about Proto-Earth and Thea? No, not really. It's fine. No real questions. Okay, so where was I? Right. So yeah, the only cat she really told was her brother. She didn't even trust, like, her friends with this kind of information. And all while she's, having a secret relationship, her parents are trying to suggest cats. Make sure to drink water and give your wrists a break. Thank you. Have a good, night. Have a good sleep. I will make sure to not overdo myself. But anyway. While Hailglow is off having a secret relationship, her father, not her father, her parents are trying to, suggest cats that could make good mates. because status and stuff is a really big thing, in Moon Clan, sometimes cats will become mates even if they don't particularly have any feelings for each other. Alright, see you night skies, see if you come back. Otherwise, have a good day. Sometimes cats will get into relationships even if they don't particularly see each other in a romantic light. But also, a lot of times, it's just, I don't know how to properly explain what's in my brain, so I won't. Anyway, they're trying to suggest cats, one of the cats they, like, keep actively suggesting is Pebblefur. Poor Pebblefur, honestly. This man has no personality other than being kind of a scapegoat. He is legitimately a man I just thought up randomly. Yeah. But yeah, Pebblefur, he's from a good family. And he's a fine warrior and would make a great mate, except no one really has. Hailglow does not have any interest in Pebblefur. He's no personality besides being a scapegoat. Now I've got a hyperfixation. I should design him. He's so funny. He's not even, like, alive during the entire story. He's like, he only exists through mentionings. Like, he's only ever mentioned because he died even before the main characters were born. And his existence all stemmed from, I wanted someone for Frostheart to say was the father of Ashpaw. Hello, welcome. I wanted someone Frostheart could say was the father of Ashpaw, and so Pebblefur, the guy who dies. He's like those villains that are mentioned only in whispers. Kind of. Except it's literally like, oh, Frostheart, you have to tell us who's the father. Can you tell us who the father of your child is? And she's like, I didn't want to say it because it's so sad, but it's Pebblefur. And then everyone's like, oh, poor Ash Kit's gonna live without knowing her father. Meanwhile, her real father is a guy named Traveler. her real father has gone through many iterations. But now I've got him. Now he's real in my brain. And now I've complicated my family tree even more. Kind of. That looks pretty good. But so yeah, Pebblefur only exists to be a cat that's there. Someday maybe I'll design him and give him a real personality. Hi Loyal, welcome. But anyway, so they keep suggesting Pebblefur, while Hailglow is actively in a secret relationship. And eventually, the secret becomes a lot less secret when Hailglow gets pregnant. Yeah, he's just that normal guy. Hello, I am here. I am Pebblefur. I exist. I love the name Traveler, by the way. Thank you. I needed a good name. So we're gonna... you know what? We're gonna pause on the Hailglow lore for just a moment so I can talk about Traveler and this whole group of cats. So, I decided that, I wanted Ashpaw's, bio dad, I decided I wanted him to be more important because I changed things and now he is also the bio father of Frostheart's third litter of kits. Who are important to the story. Anyway. So, Traveler is a wandering loner. And he is part of a long line of wandering loners. Sometimes they end up in groups. It's usually family groups. But, anyway. The main thing is that this group of cats, they travel around, and I'm trying to think how to properly word this. They're essentially my version of the sisters from the canon books, except they are not the sisters and they don't really act like the sisters, but it's that same kind of nomadic group. Their main thing that kind of makes it obvious that a cat is part of this group is typically they have kits all named after they do, oh my gosh, so they do thematic naming. This may or may not have been an excuse for me to just do thematic naming because I like doing themed litters, themed kit names. Anyway, essentially, every kit in the litter will be named after the non-traveling cat parent. So for instance, Traveler, let me find him actually. I have him on somewhere. Give me a second. So, like for instance, Traveler's mom, who was the non traveling cat mate. I don't have a good name for them. Her name is Quest. And his father, Zipper, named Traveler because of Quest. Another example is Venom Strike. He is also from this group of cats. Venom is the best example, actually. Hello, Mochi, welcome. So, Venom and his sister, Boa, their names are themed after their, father, Rattle. And so they've got snake themed names. And their mother, whose name is Fiddle, named after the fiddlehead fern. She has another litter of kits with a cat named Kingfisher. And so they all get bird-esque names. Their names are Jackdaw, Griffin, and Brush Sparrow, I believe. My brain being like, get her phone number. Like, bro, what's wrong with me? I don't know. I don't know how to respond to that. By the way, where's Derpy? Her file's somewhere, but also, I guess I have, nope, not that. Where'd it go? I made this. Why isn't Light Echo talking? Hello, madame? Has she not been talking this whole time? Hello? Oh, there we go. There's Derpy. I haven't thought about warrior cats in so long. I wish that was me. It was a very cute OC and nice drawing. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. Where was I? Right. So, yeah, the other example of to make the naming scheme make more sense, so yeah, Fiddle has a second litter with Kingfisher, and their names are Jackdaw, Griffin, and Brush. I think after Brush Sparrow, but I can't remember. Or Brush Finch. Let me look. Right after the Sagebrush Sparrow. So his name was originally Sagebrush. He joins the clan and his name is Brush Flower, I think. But yeah. And if Traveler had been around, if he had decided to join the clan or anything, or if Frostheart had left to be with him instead of going back to the clan, their kits would not have the names that they do, because their kits are Ash Paw, Ash Spring. Their kids are Ash Spring. I want to change her suffix. I don't think Spring works for her, but anyway, that's what her name is right now. So Ash Spring, Gray Fur, and Misty Mist. But if he had been around, they would have all gotten Cold Frost inspired names. To match with their mom. So yeah. So that also means that I've been expanding my family trees too much. And these cats are all descended from cats that existed so long ago. They actually ended up, they are, the traveling cats originate from a group of clan cats, actually, or technically one. So back in the olden days, essentially, or specifically, this is during the time of the fourth or fifth leader of Moon Clan. Black Star. If any of you have heard me talk about Shadow Wish, my girl. That's this time period. So essentially, after the defeat of Shadow Wish, her group of cats that she made, some of them left clan territory, some of them joined or rejoined the other 3 clans, because some of them were from Sun Clan or Moon Clan before they joined Shadow. But the ones who left eventually found their way down the river, or down the river. Any future cats are named Ferret, something I don't know how they would beat Hilglow's ferretness. I mean, Ferret Strike exists, and she is a Sun Clan cat. That could be a very funny art piece. So yeah, some of the group of cats that left, most of them ended up forming another group of clans far away from this group. But one of them, his clan given name was Nightfang. He was born in Shadow Wish's clan. It's called Shadow Clan. I try not to call it Shadow Clan because it can be confusing, but Shadow Wish named her clan Shadow Clan, and Star Clan said no. But yeah, he was born in Shadow Clan. He never quite vibed in the clan structure. So eventually, while the big group of cats are traveling, he tried for so long to push aside his comfort, to be there for his his little brother, Ravensong. But eventually Nightfang he can't do it anymore. He realizes that Ravensong is big enough to fend for himself. He doesn't need Nightfang's protection anymore, and so he finally says that, like, he is gonna go on his own path. And he renames himself Panther, and he leaves the group, and eventually kind of starts this naming tradition. That then passes down to the modern clans. They end up Nightfang or Panther leaves the clan structure, and wouldn't you know it, eventually his ancestors end up in both sets of clans. Um, but yeah. And you know what? None of that had to do with Hailglow. This is... I really like this group of cats. It fascinates me. I like them. Anyway. Enough of that. So yeah, whatever. So you know what? I guess if you're getting technical, that's just more Moon Clan blood that, Ash has. Anyway, back to Hailglow. Where did I stop? She was pregnant, right? Eventually, Hailglow, falls pregnant, and she's freaked out. She's not quite sure what she's going to do. She talks with Dusk Willow, and he's like, if you want to, and if you need to, you can find a home in Sun Clan. I will talk with Swanstar, and I will make it so that she accepts you in the clan. Which he can promise because Swanstar is his aunt, but, you know. Swanstar is his aunt, and, his sister is literally the deputy. So, Dusk Willow has some, influence in the clan. But while she is stressing, she makes the mistake of telling her mother. Of course, Featherleap was worried for her daughter because she could tell that Hailglow was very stressed out, and she wanted to know how she could help. So in a moment of desperation, Hailglow confesses to her mother who the parent's father is, and then that information gets back to Lightning Strike, who completely freaks out. And Hailglow is it escalates to the point that Hailglow is exiled. This is one of the few, like, not Hawkstar's fault kind of things. Hawkstar does not make this decision. He's like, whoa, let's at least, like, wait until the kits are born and stuff. Then we can do whatever. But Lightning Strike makes enough of a stink that, Hawkstar's like, leave? It'd probably just be better if you left. So Hailglow leaves. And she, and as promised, Dusk Willow as promised, Dusk Willow takes her to Sun Clan, and she is accepted as a member. She of course has to do like a little trial to prove that she can be of use or that she can that she can be of use to the clan and stuff, but that doesn't happen until after her kids are born and weaned and everything. So she begins her life in Sun Clan. She is kind of nervous because she doesn't know she had a few Sun Clan friends, but she wasn't super close with anyone. Plus, she kind of feels bad. She doesn't want to... She's worried at first that she's ruined Dusk Willow's reputation in his own clan. But, everyone's super friendly with her. And they help her out, they help her adjust. And she learns to really like it in Sun Clan. And she has 2 little kits named, what is the other one's name? I forgot. Named Thunder Kit and I think it's Swallow Kit. It is Swallow Kit. But yeah. So, currently she lives in, as of the beginning of the story, she lives in, Sun Clan. She has no contact with her parents. She has a little contact with her brother, but, Lightning Strike is very, like, no. That cat is no longer your family. Don't talk to her. Spider-Frost kind of does it anyway, because he's done with his dad's stuff. This is not what I typed in. No, not hair. Give me a second. Whatever. I'm trying to decide. Both her parents are on the yellow side, so I guess she should also be kind of on the yellow side of colors. But yeah, at the she's living nicely in Sun Clan. Her kits are apprentices. And yeah. She's talking to Sunstar about possibly mentoring because she thinks she'd enjoy it. Sunstar Swanstar is not against it, but also just trying to find the right cat. Okay, I need a color. We'll start with. Let me check if I've got any of Featherleap's people designed. I do not. Okay. So maybe this color with this. Does that look any good? But yeah, that's like most of Hail Glow's backstory. Now she lives in SunClan with her mate, who she loves, and she's thriving. And later she will be a very big help when to Nettlepool when he also leaves MoonClan to join SunClan. Trying to decide if these are the colors I want to go with. Maybe a little lighter? I don't know. I think this needs to be a little lighter. No. Maybe this does look good. This is difficult. I don't know what color is. I don't know why tortoise shells are always so difficult. And I don't know where else I want to put the color. Give me a second. I design dark kit or pink kit? I think pink kit. I want to see what pink kit looks like. That's such a good name. Anyway, goodbye for now, lightning strike. I no longer need you to look at. I want to see if I can get it better. I don't want her to be blue, though. Blah. Anyway, nope. That's about it for what I have for Hail Glow. Now it's time for me to struggle, figuring out what she looks like. Originally, I was just going to have her be a gray cat. But then I realized that that would mean none of Lightning Strike and Featherleap's kits would be torties. And Lightning Strike is a black cat, and Featherleap is a cream cat, and it wouldn't really make sense. So I'm trying to find a good color combo. Also going to do a rough little we're back again with cats. I don't actually know what I'm gonna do with them. Because I don't want her to just be... I want to put a little more thought into the design than just... she's gray with a yellow face. But, that's kind of hard to do when it's kind of what I got. I'm not making her tabby. Neither of her parents are tabbies. None of them are. None of her, I don't think any of the cats she's related to are tabby cats. Petal Feather might have some speckling on her. But other than that, I don't know what to do. Hi, nice guys, welcome. also don't know what eye color I'm gonna give to her. I don't know. Also, I'm still stuck if this color combo looks good or if I should change either of these colors. What if I made her like a tad darker? That didn't do anything. I love struggling. It's so much fun. Oh boy. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna separate the layers so that I can, oops, wrong thing. So that I can mess with her body more, or her body colors, her grays. Hello, welcome my Sea Pilot. I'm just trying, on my other screen I'm looking for inspo and it's not coming. Was the pink kitty always on my head? No. No. Someone asked about Derpy and made a little thing, and I forgot to put her there. Am I not? What is happening with? It's not registering my voice anymore. There we go. Light Echo doesn't want to talk today, apparently. Whoop, whoop. Anyway. I'm tempted. I wanted to make a new little talk sprite, but I'm tempted to instead just add, like, just things to put on her randomly. I have to decide which would be better. Because the talk sprite I had in mind, there's just so much to it that I want to do. Too much animation for what I am capable of doing with the tools I have at hand. Anyway, I'm trying to find... What if I do... Slowly add things to There's No More. That would be really funny. Okay, should I make it more? That looks way better. Does that look better here? Yeah. Okay. See, this is what happens when most of the designs you have are just vibes in your head. like, I get to this point and realize that I don't have a concrete enough idea of what Hail Glow looks like. Hi, kitty cat. What? Hi, kitty. Welcome the kitty. He's got things to say. But, like, I'm slowly realizing I have no idea what this girl looks like. Ma'am, who are you? And, like, the only description I had of her was literally just gray she-cat, which tells me even less. I know I'll find... there's two options for when I find what I end up with. Is either I find something that I like after messing around for another hour, or I give up. So we'll see which comes first. What to talk about in the meantime? While I am actively trying to figure out who this girl is. I like the face pattern. Great. That's actually... I actually like it too. This is coming out good enough? Better than I thought it would. Trying to make it look less weird but still match. I think I made this eye too high up. Let me fix that. Sure. There. That looks a little better. Is she a tortie like the ref in the thing? Yes. I wanted to make her... This'll be... I'm gonna change that, but she's gonna have a little heart mark on her face. I was just using this to help with colors, but it didn't really. And again, I don't know if I'm gonna add tortie markings anywhere else. She originally wasn't a tortie at all, so this is a departure from what I originally had planned for her. Because again, her only descriptor is that she's gray, and that's it. But because her parents are black and cream, I wanted to make at least one of their kits a tortoise shell, and felt like Hail Glow was the right decision, because the only other the only other girl they have is Bat Year, and Bat Year looks just so much like her dad in my head. She's her dad, but with her mom's kind of bigger ears than the longer ones that he has. And the whites in different places. Trying to find a better reference. Blah. Anyway, kind of run out of things to talk about related to Hail Glow. I guess I could talk about a different cat. Ooh, you know what? I found an old... I was looking in my old notebooks, for something else. Or for something, because, I did technically write some Echoes stuff down, except it's all just character names, and they're in, like, 4 notebooks scattered around somewhere. But I was looking in one of the notebooks. Hello is associated with like 2 completely different animals. I was looking through the notebooks and I found a list of my old Dark Forest cat ideas. Because there was... I'm still not entirely sure if I'm scrapping this idea, but, or if I'm going to come back to it at a different point. But, the idea was essentially a redemption thing for some of the Dark Forest cats. Because not everyone who goes to the Dark Forest actually like deserves the punishment. And I have a bunch of cats who, I mean, there are plenty of Dark Forest cats that did actively do bad things. But then there's others that just upset StarClan and they were like, no, you don't get, I'm gonna send you to the bad place, goodbye. And the idea was essentially that there was going to be, a rehabilitation arc where, it was all Shadow Wish's idea. She was trying to prove to StarClan that sometimes they make mistakes in who they send to the Dark Forest versus who they send or who they allow in StarClan. Yeah, that was supposed to be a whole thing, but I found a bunch of those old cats, and now I'm making a thing. I'm making a list. That's the word I'm looking for, of the Dark Forest cats. For my further reference and stuff. Alright, see you nights, guys. Have a good day. But, yeah. So, I'm currently going through my, 2 or 3 lists of Dark Forest kitties and writing down what they did wrong and stuff. And I'm having it set up as, I have what their StarClan deemed crime is. Some have multiple crimes, because they were particularly bad. But and then I'm also going to tell their backstory, because again, not every cat who was sent did something all that bad. Also, some punishments were misunderstandings. Like my favorite kitty cat. His name is Feather. He had a bad dad, and he took care of his bad dad to protect his mom and sister. But because bad dad was deputy at the time, and Feather accepted the deputy position afterwards. He was offered the deputy position, and he accepted. StarClan took that to mean that oh, you didn't do this for a righteous reason. You did it so that you could be deputy. And so they sent him to the Dark Forest. Along with their dad. His dad, is also in the Dark Forest. For abuse of power. I don't know. Anyway. There'd be an Ashfur style as well on StarClan's side. Oh, definitely. There are definitely cats who deserved to go that StarClan let in StarClan. I need to rework it. My original idea for some of the misunderstandings was that StarClan views everything from the sky, essentially. So that pool that was in the Broken Code, and might have been in a few other instances, I don't remember. Anyway, that pool that StarClan can look through. My idea was essentially that they can't see. They can only see kind of like a top-down view of things happening. So they can't see in dens. So anything that happens not in view of the sky, StarClan cannot see. And that would lead to misunderstandings. I'm not sure if I'm keeping that. I again need to rework this stuff. But that was the original reason. One of the cats, or two of the cats that get sent, were, what are their names? Hollythorn and Sweet Dawn? Originally it was going to be that Hollythorn killed her mate because he was attacking her sister. And she gets exiled and then sent to StarClan for murder, but I actually changed that at some point. What's on my head? It's just a little character. Her name is Derpy. It's just for fun. No, she's not on my head. Maybe I'll add more characters to my head. I don't know. Whatever, I guess this looks fine. There we go. Is that better? Now I need to make this a little smaller to fit in Tower of Little Guys. I mean, I could. I just start making little guys for all of these OCs. Start just piling things on my head. Thank you. Do I want to add more to her? Welcome, your mind is blown. I'm gonna make this more spiky, but I don't know how to make it look the way I want it to. Oh, the what are they, Tsum Tsums? That would be really funny. Just put a bunch of Tsum Tsums of my OCs on my head. Hello, welcome. I don't know if this is coming out the way I wanted to. and I sharpen it a little more. No, I don't want it to go all the way up the leg. You eat water? Cool. I mean, go off, I guess. Yellow makes you want to look at her face. Yeah, that was kind of the idea. It's also kind of based on my real cat that I have. Put a little cat on my tail. One of my IRL cats, she has a marking on her face that kind of looks like that. She's also a dilute tortoise shell. And I wanted to add some of my IRL cats as inspo in some of my OCs, and Hail Glow happened to be the right fit. My other cats aren't as interesting because they don't have like interesting markings or anything to put on an OC. One of them is just a black tabby or brown tabby, and one of them is a cream tabby, and neither of them have any interesting markings or anything, no white on them. I don't think this is working. What if I just did something else then? No. I don't know. I guess this just looks fine. Now I really have to decide if I want to put more torty markings anywhere. It wouldn't be this color, it would be the darker one. Like, what'd look nice? I just don't know if I want to even... That actually doesn't look too bad. Huh. I actually really like that. Maybe if I made it just a smidgen darker. I want the other direction. I'm tempted to just keep the torty, the yellow on her face. Which reminds you of a ferret and a bird. And then just keep the rest of her this gray. I guess I can see how I like her more colored out. Let me do this stuff, see how I like it, and then sometimes I just need to see the ears and eyes go along with it, to see what else I might need. Speaking of eyes, I don't know what color her eyes should be. Blue would make sense. But I see Feather Leap. I feel like Feather Leap would either have, she'd have like greenish eyes maybe. Or something. I don't know. I guess I can just do this again of I'm gonna do this. Put a ferret on her tail. I could put a ferret on my tail. I'm just gonna... Trying to figure out what I'm doing. Derpy is eating noodles. Eyes are always the most difficult to choose colors. I'm gonna get the colors down and then I will No, I should mess with whatever I don't like about how the eyes came out first. It's really pale. That's fine. Did I put the ears and eyes on the same? Yes, I did. Of course I did. Just gonna save that color. Then hue. Whoa. I don't know. I think the fact that the ears or the ear and nose are changing is messing with my stuff. So let me just make that not be a thing. Okay, back at it again. I don't think green is the way to go. Maybe like saturated yellow? It kind of makes the eyes blend into the face too much. That's not. Yeah, I guess blue feels the most, I don't know. I don't actually know anything about colors. I color based on vibes alone. That was the wrong layer. The green doesn't look as bad, but for some reason it makes the body look really, really yellow. I don't know. Maybe something brighter would work better. Either way. Trying once again to see if I don't know. None of these colors look right. Tell me if I'm wrong. Though I don't know how well you can see the colors changing in the eyes. What's your favorite design I've ever made? My favorite design I've ever made is a good question. Of my own characters, I still really like, I I do really like Badger Strike's design. Hello, welcome, Nightmare Ash. How long have I been streaming? I'm not actually paying attention at this point how long I am or am not streaming. Right now I'm messing with eye colors, trying to see what calls to me. Who's the kid on my head? It's Derpy. We were talking about Derpy earlier, and now she's here on my head. Maybe super bright eyes would make me feel better. The green looks a little... like, this looks pretty good when it's all bright and stuff. I also really like Cherry Belly's design. I feel like I hit really good colors. For her. I go this Pebble Fur. Also, though she's not, like, there's not a... she's literally just pure white, but I do really like Angel's design. Angel Wish became exactly... Angel Wish turned out exactly how I wanted her to. Okay, let's stick in this, like, area. If you're talking about any design I've ever made, I'm doing specifically cats because my My Little Pony days were far behind me, and I don't really remember all of those characters that I designed. This looks bad. This is not bright enough for what I'm looking for. Anyway, yeah, I really like Angel's design. Also, you can blame her for the hair tufts. When I was doing a redesign for her, I decided she needed something, and so I drew that little, like, tuft she has on her head, and my art has never been the same. It's all her fault. That actually doesn't look great. No, wait. Yeah, no. That's not it. I still don't know. You know what if we do... just bring back out Lightning Strike, steal from him, What other designs? You liked the pastel blue eyes? Yeah, I might end up going back to those. I don't know. I'm trying to try everything. Because her eyes are not coming out the way that I really want them to. I do want to see if the amber looks good, though. No, that's not it. Designs that I like. I don't know. It's hard to be like, oh, I really like how this design turned out. For any of my older stuff, just because I've changed my way that I design characters. It feels like a lot. In the past couple years. Though I think one of my older cats that I do really like is Miss Morningface. I really like her colors. Should I make an actual iris like I used to when I remember the eye color finding? Yeah. Maybe she just needs more colors. She doesn't, but what if? What if I just, like... But, like, what if? What if I just added more colors to her? Maybe I'll like how she looks now. Yeah, I've gone through so many styles of character design. I do kind of like the darker ears on her, but also... I don't know. Would it look weird if I only did it for the ears? If I didn't put this color anywhere else? Or I could... The eyes aren't working, so now I'm messing around. Anyway. I don't know. I also like Chinchilla Tail. I like how her design looks. But wait, what if? Okay. What about... I don't even know what's happening at this point. No, I don't think that's it. That's not it. The third option would be just to give her a fully dark tail. But no. No, this is becoming a whole different character. I do really like the dark ears. Character design's hard. I do so much designing, and then sometimes I get hit with, I don't know what I'm doing. And now I'm here. I guess those blue eyes are fine. It's whatever. I could also instead just do... No. I think I need to think on her a little bit. Because my heart of hearts is telling me to add more colors, but I don't want to make her too complicated. I love designing characters, but only when it's not for my own. Yes. Oh my gosh. I feel a lot of the same way. Because when you're designing a character for someone else, or when you're designing like adopts or anything, you don't have to worry as much about, can I redraw this character over and over again? Is this a design that I would hate to have to draw a second time? Because I'm not going to be the one drawing them. But with my own characters, I'm trying to hit a balance between, like, making the designs interesting and making the designs replicable for myself. Not that I redraw a lot of my characters, but I don't know. I like the dark ears, but I also don't like the dark ears. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Over doing patterns and spots. Yes. Torties are always, or not torties, tabbies are always so hard because you want them to have you want them to have something going on. Because just doing like, here's my tabby character, is like just doing basic stripes with no real shape to them. Hi diary, welcome. It's kind of boring, but if you do a unique shape, you have to make sure that you know how you can draw it a second time. How's the art of Marigold Ivy coming along? It's coming along. I need to work on it again. I don't know where that sketch went. I got busy doing something else and kind of forgot that I was supposed to do that. But I should have it done relatively soon. I'm trying to build a clan for a comic in the future and I have 0 tabbies. Honestly, yeah. I think this, like what I've got going for Morning Face, even though she's an older design, this is a good, like, compromise. It's still simple enough shapes. But can be more easily recognizable as, like, a tabby design than not. I enjoy tabbies way too much. Most of my OCs are tabbies. Trying to get more solid colored cats. I do a lot of tabbies as well. I try to do more of these like abstract tabby patterns, because otherwise I end up getting into a zone of adding stripes, and then by the time I get to the end of it, I'm like, this is too many stripes. But I agree in adding patterns to more solid colored cats. I typically like to add white to, like, a lighter color to break up all of the darker stuff, or just adding like a saddle pattern to them. I don't know. Anyway, it's been about 2.5 hours. So I'm gonna mess with this girl off stream. Figure out what she's missing. In terms of her colors and patterns and stuff. She's missing something. She's not complete. But I don't know what to add to her to make her not look incomplete. Anyway, I'll figure that out on my own time. So, I'm gonna end stream here. So, thank you guys for watching. I will be back again tomorrow, at 8 a.m. EDT, Eastern Daylight Time. Then I'll do some other design. Maybe I'll do Feather Leap. Maybe I'll do something else entirely. Anyway, either way. Hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you later. Bye.